Morning everyone, how are you all today? My name is Eva, I'm the director of the Scottish Yarn Festival and the Scottish Wool Producer Showcase. The former event, the festival, is returning to Perth on the 9th and 10th of September. Tickets are available right now from our website, so if you don't have yours yet, you want to head on over there and get them. This morning I'm going to have a live chat with one of our vendors and we will ask them what are the 3 things that they should not miss, or you should not miss, from their stall at the event and who they don't want to miss. So I'm struggling to type and talk at the same time. Lynsey in a wee moment. There we go, like magic.
Hi.
How are you this morning, Lynsey?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Not getting enough sleep, but that's normal at this point.
Yeah, sure. You've got a way to go then for not having much sleep.
Thanks. So for those people who are joining in this morning from my side and maybe don't know who you are, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Lynsey Walters, my business name, but and I've been working in textiles and wool for 23 years this year, since I graduated from the Royal College, and for all that time I've worked predominantly with wool and felt, making textile jewellery mainly now, but I've made all sorts of things over the time. Scarves, tea cozies, all sorts. But yeah, now it's mainly jewellery. So that's me, and I live in Fife in Scotland. I work at home in my not very tidy studio. So yeah, that's me.
I don't think Creative Minds are particularly tidy, to be honest.
No. If I turn I share a office with my husband, and the contrast between his desk and mine is quite But he's appalled, of course, by my mess. But I could never be that, you know.
No, and it's functional. Your space is functional. You know where everything is. Yeah. It's just I think
totally.
our minds work in a different way.
Yeah.
So we've been theming these lives just to keep them fair, and because format always helps. So, what 3 things do you have that you can show us that you'll have at your stall that people should not miss? I mean, they shouldn't miss your stall to begin with.
I hope not.
But if there was only 3 things,
I've got all my bright colours to lure people in, so I hope that nobody will miss my stall. Well, this year I've got some new. I've only got one up here because I was quickly running around, but I've got some new pictures. I don't know if you can see this very well. So this is a more 3-dimensional one, but I've got quite a few. So in here, this is all felt, wool felt, in the picture. So I'm hoping that people will enjoy these. I took them to a market I was doing last weekend, and they were really well received. So that's nice. Yeah. So I guess it's moving into a bit of interiors, which is stuff I used to do, but I haven't done for a while. And I love that kind of thing myself personally. So it's kind of trying to bring a little bit more things that I wanted to put things on my table when I'm selling that I would stop and buy. So that's one of them. And then I've got new orange things that orange was never a colour I was into, and suddenly I just can't get enough of it. I've actually made a little orange brooch, which I haven't got one sadly lurking about, but so I've got some new orange colourways.
That is fabulous. I love that.
Can't get enough of orange all of a sudden. Don't know where that came from. And then my new necklace for this year, I did a couple, but this one has been the one that's really just took off. I think it's pretty simple, I guess. This is the kind of softer colour of it. And yeah, it's just a new one this time, and people have been really enjoying it. I'll pop it on, actually. Don't think it really goes with what I've already got on, but it's just quite easy. And I think over everybody's amazing knitwear at the yarn festival, it would really work. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So those are my 3 picks for my table.
They're fabulous. I mean, that could go with a sweater, or could have a really sort of fancy shawl or something like that with lace
Ooh,
work and
yeah,
that over the
yeah.
top. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and just the way that you choose your colours and you combine them, fabulous. I
Oh,
love them.
thank you.
I love what you do.
Thanks. Yeah,
So
well, I was blown away last year by the amazing, just the garments that people had made. And I think I felt like a lot of people had made things specially to come to the event, which I thought was lovely. I love that kind of feeling of a special gathering, or, when people really make an effort. So yeah, I just thought you've got to have some amazing stuff to go with all this beautiful knitwear that people, and the shawls, just incredible shawls that people were wearing. So I'm hoping it gets a bit chilly so everybody can enjoy wearing their
I think the day starts like that, and then progressively the body heat and the average age of a lot
yeah.
of the folk that
Oh,
turn up. I think as
yeah,
the day
yeah,
progresses, we start stripping
I
off.
know.
So layers,
It's a
layers
shame.
are always a brilliant idea.
Yeah, but it's so lovely seeing everyone come in wearing all their, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's just in the comments got things like pretty rainbows. So yeah, people watching are obviously feeling very much the same as I am about
Oh,
your fantastic range. So
thanks.
apart from obviously looking forward to seeing everybody in their finery, and people do spend time making something specifically to kind of debut at that event, are there any vendors in particular that you're looking forward to seeing this year?
Well, I've written down because my memory is. I was next to somebody, John, I think it was last year, from
Mhm.
the Stopic Fibres, and I just thought I'm looking forward to seeing what he's done this year, because I think he was quite fresh and new in the sort of circuit of that kind of
Mm.
thing, and I just thought his colours were, it really appealed. They were amazing. So yeah, and then I was reading about somebody that's bringing baskets, and I'm a sucker for a basket. So I think it was Westfield Croft. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, they've got the
And
most fantastic willow baskets.
yeah, love a basket. So, and also Ginger Twist, because I really like. She wears one of my necklaces regularly, and she's been really kind about wearing it on social media and stuff. So I'm hoping I can lure her into another one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Jess is an absolute sweetheart, and I think, yeah, definitely what you create is her aesthetic. And Mothy and the Squids, Gillian, she gave you a mention the other day. She was really looking forward to
Oh,
seeing you
that's
after seeing you last year and what you were creating. So it's really nice. I love, that you, you're a vendor who works with wool, who works with felt, and it's maybe not quite the traditional sort of business that
no,
we
I know.
bring in, but it works. It so works.
Yeah, yeah. It was something that I hadn't really. It's funny, when things feel really natural to you, you don't really realize that other people don't. And I look at my work and I think, well, of course it's wool, but a lot of people don't even really realize it's wool. So I think being somewhere where people really appreciate wool
Mhm.
and yarn and different fibers just is really good for me, because everybody there, well, they recognize what I'm doing, and not it, and although I think it's obvious, a lot of people don't get it. They don't see that, and that it's beautiful quality wool, and the felt is nice, and it's not, and that I've handmade the beads and things like that. People are like, oh, I thought you bought those, and it's like, well, no.
No.
Been making them for years. But yeah, so it's just lovely to be in that audience where people get it. They understand wool.
Now, you do have an online store as well, so if anybody's watching this either before the festival and can't come, or way in the future, you can go online to your store. You can make your purchases there, and what we would ask is that you just leave a little customer note if this is your first time sort of discovering Lynsey, or you're feeling inspired to go and make a purchase from her shop after watching this. And that just helps us kind of track where all the sales are coming from,
Yeah,
because as a small business it's really difficult to know what
yeah,
works for you
yeah, totally.
sometimes, or
Yeah,
how somebody's discovered you. So that just takes an extra moment or two of your time, but we so appreciate that you do that, so please bear that in mind. And yeah, just over 20 days to go. Really looking forward to seeing you again.
yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to be
Yeah,
there. Great.
it's going to be fantastic. So I know that you will still have a lot of prep to do because, like you said, you make everything by hand.
Yes, yes.
And the kids are just back at school, so
Oh,
I'm sure your to-do list is just like up here
oh,
at
my
the
desk is
moment.
covered in lists. It's covered.
Yeah.
Lists are stuck
So
to every surface.
so we'll wrap this up here and let you get back to it. But thank you so much for taking some time out and having a wee chat with us and showing us some of your beautiful work this morning.
Problem is, it's good to get excited about the event. That's great.
Definitely. Okay, well, see you all later then.
Bye.
Bye bye for now.